Welcome to Health Tea, our informative segment on the top 10 childhood diseases and their management. Today, we'll discuss these diseases, famous individuals who have suffered from them, duration, outcomes, average age of onset, specific treatments, foods to avoid, exercises for children, and 3 related products for each disease. Let's get started. Our first disease is asthma, a chronic respiratory condition that affects the airways, causing difficulty in breathing. One famous person who has dealt with asthma since childhood is David Beckham. He experienced his first symptoms at the age of 8. Asthma can develop at any age, but it often manifests in early childhood. Treatment includes inhalers, corticosteroids, and avoiding triggers such as allergens and pollutants. Underrated foods to avoid if you have asthma are dairy products, processed foods, and food additives. Exercise is crucial for children with asthma, and activities like swimming, cycling, or playing outdoor sports are recommended. Some related products for asthma management are inhalers, air purifiers, and allergy-proof mattress covers. The second disease is type 1 diabetes, an autoimmune condition that affects the body's ability to produce insulin. One famous person who has lived with type 1 diabetes since childhood is Nick Jonas. He was diagnosed at the age of 13. Type 1 diabetes typically develops in childhood or adolescence. Treatment involves insulin therapy through injections or insulin pumps, along with blood sugar monitoring. Underrated foods to avoid if you have type 1 diabetes are sugary foods, processed snacks, and sugary drinks. Exercise is important for children with diabetes, and activities like biking, swimming, or playing active games are recommended. Some related products include blood glucose meters, insulin pens, and diabetes cookbooks. Autism spectrum disorder, or ASD, is a neurodevelopmental disorder that affects communication and social interaction. One famous person who has had ASD since childhood is Temple Grandin. She displayed symptoms from an early age. ASD can be diagnosed as early as 2 years old, although some cases may be identified later. Treatment involves behavioral therapy, speech therapy, and occupational therapy. Underrated foods to avoid if you have ASD are processed foods with artificial additives, gluten, and casein. Exercise is beneficial for children with ASD, and activities like swimming, dancing, or playing sensory games are recommended. Some related products are sensory toys kits, communication apps for tablets, and weighted blankets. Attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, or ADHD, is a common neurodevelopmental disorder that affects children and can persist into adulthood. One famous person who has lived with ADHD since childhood is Simone Biles. She was diagnosed at a young age. ADHD is typically diagnosed before the age of 12. Treatment includes behavioral therapy, medication, such as stimulants, and structured routines. Underrated foods to avoid if you have ADHD are sugary snacks, processed foods, and artificial food colorings. Exercise is important for children with ADHD, and activities like swimming, running, or playing team sports are recommended. Some related products are fidget toys, ADHD planners, and noise-canceling headphones. Childhood obesity is a significant health concern with long-term effects. One famous individual who has dealt with childhood obesity is Jared Fogle. He struggled with weight issues from an early age. Childhood obesity can develop at any age, but it often starts in early childhood. Treatment includes a healthy diet, increased physical activity, and behavior modification. Underrated foods to avoid if you have childhood obesity are sugary drinks, fast food, and processed snacks. Exercise is crucial for children with obesity, and activities like cycling, swimming, or playing active games are recommended. Some related products are fitness trackers, portion control plates, and healthy cooking cookbooks. Allergies are common in children and can be caused by various triggers such as pollen, pet dander, or certain foods. One famous person who has suffered from allergies since childhood is Emma Roberts. She experienced allergy symptoms from a young age. Allergies can develop at any age, but they often manifest in early childhood. Treatment involves avoiding allergens, antihistamines, and allergy shots, immunotherapy. Underrated foods to avoid if you have allergies are common food allergens such as peanuts, tree nuts, shellfish, and dairy, if lactose intolerant. Exercise is important for children with allergies, and low-impact activities like yoga, Pilates, or swimming are recommended. Some related products are epinephrine auto-injectors, EpiPen, HEPA air purifiers, and hypoallergenic bedding sets. Celiac disease is an autoimmune disorder triggered by the consumption of gluten. One famous person who has lived with celiac disease since childhood is Elizabeth Hasselbeck. She was diagnosed at a young age. Celiac disease can develop at any age, but it often appears in childhood. Treatment involves following a strict gluten-free diet, avoiding wheat, barley, and rye. Underrated foods to avoid if you have celiac disease are any products containing gluten. Exercise is important for children with celiac disease, and regular aerobic exercises and strength training are recommended. Some related products are gluten-free cookbooks, gluten-free flour mixes, and celiac disease testing kits. Juvenile rheumatoid arthritis, or JRA, is an inflammatory joint disease that affects children. One famous person who has dealt with JRA since childhood is Venus Williams. She was diagnosed with JRA at the age of 11. JRA typically develops before the age of 16. Treatment includes medications, such as nonsteroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, physical therapy, and exercise. Underrated foods to avoid if you have JRA are processed foods, sugary snacks, and foods high in saturated fats. Exercise is important for children with JRA, and low-impact activities like swimming, cycling, or yoga are recommended. Some related products are heating pads, joint support supplements, and ergonomic keyboard and mouse sets. Childhood leukemia is a cancer of the blood and bone marrow. One famous person who has battled childhood leukemia is Frankie Muniz. He was diagnosed with leukemia at the age of 13. Childhood leukemia can develop at any age, but it often occurs between the ages of 2 and 4. Treatment includes chemotherapy, radiation therapy, and sometimes stem cell transplants. Underrated foods to avoid during leukemia treatment may vary due to medication interactions, so it's best to consult a healthcare professional. Exercise during leukemia treatment should be discussed with a healthcare team, and light exercises or activities that the child enjoys may be recommended. Some related products are chemotherapy medication cooler bags, activity books for children with cancer, and relaxation and meditation apps. Chickenpox, or varicella, is a highly contagious viral infection. One famous person who had chickenpox is Pink. Chickenpox can occur at any age, but it is most common in childhood. Treatment focuses on symptom relief with antihistamines and soothing creams like calamine lotion. Vaccination is available for prevention. Underrated foods to avoid if you have chickenpox are spicy or acidic foods that may irritate mouth sores. Exercise during chickenpox should be limited to light activities like stretching and walking, avoiding strenuous activities. Some related products are calamine lotion, anti-itch creams, and chickenpox vaccines. Check my descriptions below for related product for this kind of disease. That concludes our discussion on the top 10 childhood diseases and their management. Remember, early diagnosis, proper treatment, and healthy lifestyle choices are key to helping children lead healthy lives. Please consult healthcare professionals for personalized advice. Thank you for watching, and we wish you and your children good health and well-being.